Chapters 11 through 16 of the Didache. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Chapter 11. Whosoever then comes and teaches you all these things aforesaid, receive him. But if the teacher himself be perverted, and teach another doctrine to destroy these things, do not listen to him. But if his teaching be for the increase of righteousness and knowledge of the Lord, receive him as the Lord. And concerning the apostles and prophets, act thus according to the ordinance of the gospel. Let every apostle who comes to you be received as the Lord, but let him not stay more than 1 day, or if need be a second as well. But if he stay 3 days, he is a false prophet. And when an apostle goes forth, let him accept nothing but bread till he reach his night's lodging. But if he asks for money, he is a false prophet. Do not test or examine any prophet who is speaking in a spirit. For every sin shall be forgiven, but this sin shall not be forgiven. But not everyone who speaks in a spirit is a prophet, except he have the behavior of the Lord. From his behavior then, the false prophet and the true prophet shall be known. And no prophet who orders a meal in a spirit shall eat of it, otherwise he is a false prophet. And every prophet who teaches the truth, if he does not do what he teaches, is a false prophet. But no prophet who has been tried and is genuine, though he enact a worldly mystery of the church, if he teaches not others to do what he himself does, shall be judged by you. For he has his judgment with God. For so also did the prophets of old. But whosoever shall say in the Spirit, Give me money or something else, you should not listen to him. But if he tell you to give on behalf of others in want, let none judge him. Chapter 12. Let everyone who comes in the name of the Lord be received. But when you have tested him, you shall know him. For you shall have understanding of true and false. If he who comes is a traveler, help him as much as you can, and he shall not remain with you more than 2 days, or if need be 3. And if he wishes to settle among you, and has a craft, let him work for his bread. But if he has no craft, provide for him according to your understanding, so that no man shall live among you in idleness, because he is a Christian. But if he will not do so, he is making traffic of Christ. Beware of such. Chapter 13. But every true prophet who wishes to settle among you is worthy of his food. Likewise, a true teacher is himself worthy, like the workman, of his food. Therefore, thou shalt take the first fruits of the produce of the winepress, and of the threshing floor, and of the oxen and sheep, and shalt give them as the firstfruits to the prophets, for they are your high priests. But if you have not a prophet, give to the poor. If thou makest bread, take the firstfruits, and give it accordingly to the commandment. Likewise, when thou openest a jar of wine or oil, give the firstfruits to the prophets. Of money also and clothes, and of all your possessions, take the firstfruits, as it seems best to you, and give according to the commandment. Chapter 14. On the Lord's day of the Lord, come together, break bread, and hold the Eucharist, after confessing your transgressions, that your offering may be pure. But let none who has a quarrel with his fellow join in your meeting until they be reconciled, that your sacrifice be not defiled. For this is that which was spoken by the Lord. In every place and time offer me a pure sacrifice, for I am a great king, saith the Lord, and my name is wonderful among the heathen. Chapter 15. Appoint therefore for yourselves bishops and deacons worthy of the Lord, meek men, and not lovers of money, and truthful, and approved, for they also minister to you the ministry of the prophets and teachers. Therefore do not despise them, for they are your honorable men, together with the prophets and teachers. And reprove one another, not in wrath, but in peace, as you find in the gospel. And let none speak with any who has done a wrong to his neighbor, nor let him hear a word from you unless he repents. But your prayers and alms and all your acts perform as ye find in the gospel of our Lord. Chapter 16. Watch over your life. Let your lamps be not quenched, and your loins be not ungirded. But be ready, for ye know not the hour in which our Lord cometh. But be frequently gathered together, seeking the things which are profitable for your souls. For the whole time of your faith shall not profit you, except ye be found perfect at the last time. For in the last days the false prophets and the corrupters shall be multiplied, and the sheep shall be turned into wolves, and love shall be changed to hate. For as lawlessness increaseth, they shall hate one another, and persecute and betray. And then shall appear the deceiver of the world, as a son of God, and shall do signs and wonders. And the earth shall be given over into his hands, and he shall commit iniquities which have never been since the world began. Then shall the creation of mankind come to the fiery trial, and many shall be offended and be lost. But they who endure in their faith shall be saved by the curse itself. And then shall appear the signs of truth. First the sign spread out in heaven, then the sign of the sound of the trumpet, and thirdly the resurrection of the dead. But not of all the dead. As it was said, the Lord shall come, and all his saints with him. Then shall the world see the Lord coming on the clouds of heaven. End of the Didache, the teaching of the 12 Apostles, translated by Kershaw Blake.